All right, back again. So, are you the main option or are you the last option? I'm not saying everybody's been there, but curious. Okay, so let us know in the comments. Okay, let us drop it down. Tell us, hey, I've been the last option or I'm always the main option. We want to know. We want to interact
Ooh.
with your chats. Okay, so just like we said, we're going to talk about the Bachelor and everything that's going on with that. So, let's look here. So, let's see. Oh, just a quick reminder. We do have a dating event coming up, okay? This time it's the ladies are going to rotate, okay? So, what does that mean? So, that means usually at our dating events, the males rotate off the tables, okay? Usually the ladies stay put. But this
Yeah,
time they're going to switch roles. So, the ladies are going to be the ones moving around while the males sit still.
that is awkward.
So that's what's gonna go on this on the 16th. Alrighty, stay tuned. We got some good promo codes coming up. Okay, so who is the Bachelor right now? Okay, so if you don't know who the Bachelor is right now, so this is actually someone from a previous season of The Bachelorette, and of course he was the one that got stood up at the very end. He was basically like, "Oh, I'm ready to pour my heart out to you," and she was like, "Actually, I accepted a proposal from someone else.
Mm,
Sorry, sorry. So you can go home." So
we need to
there.
follow up on that. I need to see who did that.
So the last Bachelor had controversy because they were like, "Oh my god, he's so boring." So they brought in this guy who, is a tennis pro, and he just happens to also be an ambassador out in Hawaii. So long story short, that's what's going on there. So,
It's
like I said, the big
crazy.
thing is like on its Instagram, it says he's a tennis pro. So we're just gonna leave it as tennis pro. But I think he just teaches tennis. So we'll leave it like that. So we're gonna leave it like
I'm about to say I have
that.
not seen him. I've not seen him, but okay, maybe he's courtside helping somebody else do pro stuff, and then
Yeah.
it's
So
wild that he's single like that.
it just started. So we're gonna show you two different clips that are gonna show two different parts of the tea. Okay, so this
Okay,
is basically a lot of the Bachelor the past 4 weeks summed up right here. Okay, so we have two different clips we're gonna show you. So we're gonna watch it with you and
Are
react.
yeah,
verbally
let's
abusing me
see
because
what we
that's what you
got.
were doing. You were attacking me.
When you left the pool party, Maria was started attacking me in front of the group. Walking into a room and not knowing when she's going to attack me, she like verbally attacked me and I just sat there.
Hey, internet! This man and his Doberman just attacked me and my
I've
chihuahua.
It's
never
not a
heard anyone
Doberman.
say the word internet.
What are you, what are you doing?
That is wild.
No, he didn't. She's just lying on the ground now. I don't know
Whose
what to
grandma
do.
is that?
I'm just gonna leave. This is crazy.
Doberman!
No.
What the world? Whose grandma is that?
In Malta.
So excited. I've never been to
What?
Europe. Malta's in Europe, right?
What?
Is Malta
How did you get
Europe?
on the Bachelor?
Malta's Europe.
So
Okay, I thought
apparently
so.
Surprise, surprise, just like most everyone on every Bachelor date, has something that she's holding back on and is nervous to tell
through junior
Joey.
high.
I have been waiting to tell Joey a few things about my past that I plan to bring up to him tonight. I have this health condition that might make me not able to have my own children.
So Joey's rocking the Bachelor classic salmon jacket, and Lexi opens up about her illness. Essentially, after going under surgery, she was diagnosed with stage 5 endometriosis, a reproductive issue where tissue that is supposed to grow on your uterus ends up growing on other organs. Now, the doctors were able to remove everything, but this also means she might not be able to have kids.
I've only opened up about it to one person, who is my ex, and he ultimately came to the decision that he can't be with someone that might not be able to have his children.
Joey, however, reassures her that hearing this does not make him want to run away, and that there are other ways to make a family, such as adoption. Plus, you never know with these things. It's possible anyone could be infertile, and you only realize it when you're already married and...
So it ends up where she gets the rose, right? If you've ever watched The Bachelor, this is a prime example of if anyone ever has a super, super long backstory, that means they're either staying there for a long time or they're about to exit in the worst possible way.
Like,
It's only one or the other.
seriously.
And if you never get screen time, that means you probably did not start any drama. That means the producers probably saw nothing fun in you. No offense to any of them out there, but that's usually what happens. Like,
it's a show. It's a show.
yeah, they want the tea. They want all the beef to be happening. So if they're just like, oh, she's just over there minding her own business, which is drama free, and that's great.
Right.
But that's not great for the producers.
Right.
The producers are like, no, I need some beef. I need some juicy gossip.
Yeah,
I
all
need it now.
producers want that stuff to be on edge. And like I said, most of the stuff is scripted. But again, you got to be careful, guys, because y'all are making this into real life. Look, keep your grandma at home, man. Don't be telling her that poodles are, out here attacking her, okay? Because that's not true.
Oh my gosh, I know. Now, the second part of the clip, this is where the real beef happens. And I'm just going to sum it up for you real quick. So there's going to be some fake fighting. There's going to be some sausage party. And there's going to be, well, you'll just have to
wow.
see.
Yeah, run that. You'll
just have to see. This part 2 of the clip.
That is wild.
I can't give any more.
The ladies are going to be fighting for love by staring at Joey, okay, and then they have to confront the sausage wheel, which was definitely one of my favorite parts of Game of Thrones.
Juicy sausages smacking your face
That's
right now.
wild to even say that.
I almost threw up. I had to walk away.
You know what, now that I think about it, there were a lot of sausages seen in Game of Thrones, so this tracks. Ultimately, Autumn here wins the date because she was actually able to bite a flying sausage, and apparently Joey is into that.
Here we go, the real beef
And
right here.
Sydney is not looking forward to it.
Spending a whole day with Maria is like spending the whole day with the devil.
Alright, am I going mad? I swear Maria's just sat there this whole episode, but Sydney's acting like every time she looks over she sees... Now Sydney says she's got a game plan heading into this 2-on-1.
I need to get this girl out of here. I do have a little bit of a game plan going into today.
I swear, if her game plan is to just keep telling Joey that Maria's attacking her, then I'm going to scream.
When you left the pool party, Maria started attacking me.
So Sydney basically says that everyone in the house feels uncomfortable with Maria, and that Maria told her BFF Leia to shut the F up. Maria, however, denies this, and Joey is just confused. So he decides to throw everything out the window and just make a decision based on who he has a stronger connection with. Maria, however, is just getting frustrated.
Shut the up. I told Leia. Yeah? You know we're on camera the entire time, right?
Now, as things get to the night portion of this date, Joey's throwing his hands in the air. He knows he'll never truly get to the bottom of this, so he's just following his heart. And so he asks each lady if there's a potential future with him after all this drama, and when both say yes, he pulls out the rose.
And Sydney, I'm sorry, but I cannot give you this rose.
Thank goodness. Sydney heads out the door. Maria yells,
Toby is
Feels wild for that
and
one.
then they have this lady come in to sing Ave Maria while they edit in the other ladies' reactions to Sydney's bag being pulled away.
I just really wasn't expecting that.
And as you can see, Sydney's
Exactly.
How was you not?
That's why I put in their fake reactions, because I was like, you can't tell me that they're not happy to see another woman leave,
Like
because
what?
they're all competing for one guy. So of course, even though they like to say, "Oh, I met so many friends here, and oh my gosh, I'm so close to them," but in the end, I'm sure they're willing to step on each other's toes if it means they're gonna get the guy.
See, and this is how all them poly fans out there again excited. Somebody, this is how it can be. All those little poly friends, we can share the same person and be happy. Whatever. Whatever.
It's true. It's just like they're competing for ultimately one spot with the hopes at the end that they'll get an engagement ring, right? And they won't get left or stood
I
up
blame
at the
Flavor
altar.
Flav for this. I blame Flavor Flav for this.
The original Bachelor series.
The original Bachelor series. I blame him for that.
Oh my gosh. Of course, all over the internet since February has came about, there's been nothing on my Instagram feed other than just V-Day memes galore, good and bad.
Oh, let's read. Let's put some
G
good ones.
and rated R. You name it, they're there.
They out here. Let's go. Let's run them.
So we're gonna show you some. We handpicked a few. So just warning. Okay, we're gonna start off with the rated G ones. Okay, safe for everyone, and then we're gonna go into some maybe not so safe for everyone.
Yeah. So if you the babysitter, move the kids out of the room for some of the other ones, because some of these kids are real smart these days. They pick up on this stuff. So let's just start innocent, so that way they can see something you watching. You know how kids are. Let me see what you're watching on your phone.
Basically,
yeah, everybody's crowding it. So let them see a few, and then push them out the way.
Oops, just kidding. We're gonna start off with the savage ones. I decided to change it up right now. We're just gonna go right into it.
Let's go for it.
We're just gonna show you the savage ones right now.
All right. Well, tell them pause, leave the room, and then you can invite them back later.
We're just gonna go right here.
Why not? Let's go. What we got?
Alrighty. So this first one, it says, Cash App her $1,500 for a Brazilian wax and label it meal prep. Thank me later.
Wow. Yeah. That's the most savage. Yeah. Right there.
SMH,
Wow.
SMH.
Meal prep. That's wild.
I can't even. I can't even. That's funny. But
What
I
else
don't
is
know how
that?
many people are going to think that was funny.
Yeah, because I know a lot of y'all out there, married or not, y'all doing the most tonight. So, all right. Y'all be safe out there.
I'm sure wax places were busy today. Or
I hope they were busy yesterday.
Or yesterday, actually.
That'd be wild if it was happening today. That's a lot of action going on.
All right, let's see one more. Let's see. Today I learned the average person has 5 sexual partners in their lifetime. Today I also learned I am a
Wow.
Drop it in the chat if this is you, but I don't know a lot of people who are not married or not in a relationship that have less than 5 partners. I'm not saying that's like an outdated thing, but I don't know a lot of people that have had 5
Yeah, I
partners
don't
or
know.
less.
Yeah, because you know what? When you look at the R&B
not judging
song or nothing like that, like I'm pretty sure because of those songs, you've got more than 5. Some of y'all before y'all got out of high school. No judgment. Just thinking about it.
Exactly. I would beg to differ that this number could be higher. Oh my gosh.
She's got to be from one of those places that only have like 2,000 people in her city. Like, yeah, because I don't know about that.
All right, let's see one more. Let's see. So this one it's an icon of somebody's dentist. So this one says, my dentist is going to need a different logo if he wants me to trust him. It says, keep calm and trust your dentist. Do you trust that dentist?
I mean, he got a lot going on. I mean, he's scheduled like he about to do some blood work right now, but he don't have blood work tools in his hand. So I'd be like, hey man, let's slow down.
I mean, I get that image. It's it's technically dentist is from the side profile.
Yeah.
But that definitely is not a side profile picture. So
nah, he's digging in. Pause.
Okay, let's see here. Ain't no such thing as a gold digger. Women are naturally expensive. So choose the person in your price range and stay in your lane. Oh my gosh, this person had no filter.
Hey, that's pretty much what's been happening for the past 5 years. This high value man, high value women kind of thing. Like that's what they're basically saying. Like, if you feel like you make a certain percentage, then only talk to people in that percentage. But it's like, what do you say to people like Britney Spears' ex? I mean, he had a shot. He was a waiter. He shot his shot. It worked. He got kids to try to, but we saw what the results were. But still, shoot your shot. You never know.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, okay, we have another one coming up. Let's see. I hope February 14th, y'all are not calling off work to suck some wee-wee for 2 balloons and some chocolate. I hope nobody's doing this, actually.
Y'all out here going, man, y'all out here doing the most for 2 balloons. Somebody is, and you know what? Congrats to you, I guess, if you're, You know what I mean? Y'all do what y'all do in love. All right. I don't. You know, I think I would rather probably be married before I do that much. But hey,
This is funny because, I was just at a high school earlier and I saw nothing but students like lined up, like whether they were sitting down, like this was in the morning time before school had started, and they were just all lined up, and everybody had balloons and chocolate and you name it, like giving out baskets, and I'm like,
that was the thing to do. Drop that in the comments, man. What y'all do in high school? Hey, I did that. I showed up. I got the little balloon because I tried to stuff that in my book bag.
But whose money are you guys using? Your parents' money?
I'm a hustler, man.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I was a clean hustler, man. I was babysitting for it and cutting grass and stuff like that. I don't know what kids doing these days, but I back then cutting grass, I was babysitting other people's kids. I was working. I showed up with a little balloon, some chocolate from a little snack bar. I stuffed that junk in a book bag. Yeah, I was him.
That is too funny.
Oh yeah.
I always think about like, wow, like everyone's trying to show up, yet they're probably using their parents' money. Not saying that they're
yeah. Now we was fast, so I mean, I was doing this in 6th grade. It was definitely mom's money. It was my lunch money.
Ooh, that's it says, can y'all afford to take a dude on the same kind of dates y'all be requesting?
Oh, little spice. Drop that in the comments. So for a lot of y'all women out there that feel like, Cheesecake Factory is below your standards, could you take a man to those restaurants that you actually want to go to, that you want to be treated on to? That you need all the works. You need the movies. You need nails done. You need feet done, a hair appointment done. You need somebody to pay for the babysitter, and you want to go to the fancy restaurant. Can you actually cover that if that was his case? Hey, can you take care of my kids? Can you pay for the haircut? Haircut ain't $10 no more for us. Like they want to charge now. They doing everything. We do face masks now and get our pores open. Like men now, when we go to the barber, like it's an experience for us too, man. It ain't just what it used to be. We can get prettied up. You know what I mean? So I mean, y'all drop that in the comments below. Like, fellas, would you accept that? Because I know some men. I don't know. I don't know.
Is it a pride thing?
Is it a pride thing? What man would you accept? Somebody actually paying for your haircut, the meal. We don't mind y'all paying for the meal. Okay, food is to the heart.
Okay, so food's okay. Okay,
you can pay for the food, man. I don't know, dude. I don't feel bad about that. You pay for me some wings and fries, I'm down. You got it. Chick-fil-A on the house, it's on you. Yeah.
I know, but this is definitely more asking people.
But yeah,
maybe like something like Perry's probably.
Yeah. We talking about Perry. Yeah.
Like, take me on a Perry's date, and then you'd come back at me with, "But are you gonna take me to Perry?"
Yeah. It's the V-Day, and are you taking me to Perry? You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna do.
Exactly. Okay, let's see here. This one's pretty. Okay, we got another one. So this one says, when your ex tries to come back like nothing happened. Hey, what's up? My standards, bye. That's exactly how I would read that message too. Like I imagine that the person on the other end who said my standards bye sounded exactly like that. Like they were like, my standards bye. They forgot to add a snap finger emoji. Forgot to add that.
Yo, so on the flip note of that ex texting back, when's the most awkward time your ex has ever texted? If your ex has ever texted back, like when was the most awkward time? Was any time them texting back awkward, or is there like a time that's awkward? Like, okay, I think today if somebody's single, I guess, and they want to remember the ex, hoping that ex is single, today will be the most awkward day to text back and be like, hey, what's up?
Oh my gosh, no. We want to be the first to tell you all. No. Do not do the go back to your ex thing. We want to be the first to tell you. We just showed you that meme for a reason. We want to be the first to tell you. Please don't do it.
I don't know.
I know a lot of people that have done it. I'm sure a lot of people still do it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe this one time you listen and you don't do it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The red hat of deviantness. I mean, I don't know. You might hit them up and just let them know.
Don't go back to your ex.
The Swift movement is still in the air. I can feel it. I can see somebody's gonna start singing some Taylor Swift songs.
Oh, probably. I mean, I saw a lot of memes that were saying like, "Oh, it's nice to know Taylor Swift won a Super Bowl."
Like, yeah,
I mean,
she
because
she won.
She did. Like,
she won.
She did.
As much as I
she
saw,
showed up.
Kansas.
She got there.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
As much as I saw Kansas, I saw her. Each recap was, what did she say now? How did she feel about that? Oh, no, they didn't make the yardage. Let's do a recap on the skybox. I'm like,
I know. And then I don't know if you guys were looking, but every time they showed her, more and more people were showing up to her box. Like her suite.
It got more crowded.
And I was like, where are these people coming from?
She brought her entourage with her. Like, it was wild.
Basically.
It literally was the Taylor Swift Super Bowl.
It was
Swift
the
Bowl.
Usher concert featuring Taylor Swift.
Literally.
And some football.
And yeah, with some football on the side.
Oh my gosh, if you guys have tuned in this song, it's time for us to tell you surprise number 1 is here. Okay, so surprise number 1, which implies that there's another one coming.
That's right.
So we have promo code VDAY, and this is for 3 free tickets for any event in February or March, with the exception of the escape room. Okay, act fast because this is only available for 3 people to use. Okay, promo ends February 16th. So this is for 3 free tickets for any event in February or March. You can scan that QR code at the top, okay, with the exception of the escape room. Okay, so that is the first promo code of the night, and that is for 3 free tickets to our events. So we're encouraging you to go scan that QR code, get your ticket, and you will start going to in-person dating events right away. That's the incentive of doing it in February, March. That we're encouraging you to go now. Why wait?
Why wait?
Get off those dating apps.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
More and more people are boycotting those. You know, you think that people want to stay on the apps, but they really don't.
No, you know what? And I asked people about that. I showed up to one of the speed dating events, and I asked people about how they feel about it, and it was just like, it's better to be in person because you can put up fake pictures, you can lie about your age, you can lie about your height, your skin tone, where you from, anything. But when you see somebody face to face, you have a more honest experience, and you can't, you can really make a better judgment based on what you see and what you feel and what you actually hear from the person actually talking to you versus you're online, you guys are just texting away, and then you're going to need somebody to kind of help you filter through what somebody meant when they said what they said. No, be there in the time, in the moment. You can feel it, you can hear it. And I mean, it was really nice to see just a lot of people that was out there just enjoying themselves. It was older crowds, younger crowds. It was wild. People from 20s, young 20 men was out there. Older men that was in their 40s and 50s was out there. And everybody had an opportunity to just shoot their shot. Even when their rounds were over, they went outside and they got to meet and gather. And some people got to really just expound on those 5-minute conversations that they quite didn't get a chance to kind of engage in. And I mean, I saw a lot of connections happen. Some friendships got built out of it.
So what Tony is talking about, so this past weekend, the Dating Doc and the San Antonio Zoo, we had a collab event, okay? So it was one of our biggest speed dating events yet. And we were with the zoo, and it was for their event called Meet Your Next Ex. So it was a big event. We had over like 200 singles that were out there. It was an insane event. So here's a quick video of just to show you how much people were there and just the crowd that was around. I was like,
Oh, wow. Upstairs, it was really nice. Everybody was there, man. It was wild.
Wow, yeah. So tell us a little bit more about that, Tony, because Tony got to be there. He got to talk to some people that were there. I'm so jealous. I wish I was there. But he got to talk to some people, and he got to see that event live. So how was that?
Man, it was wild, man. Like, I got to really just see what it was about. Again, we are the podcast team, so we're in-house. You know what I mean? We talk to everybody. We're the global team here. But to actually be amongst the people and see it and actually see what it really looks like, these events that we talk about, it was electric. It was very electrified because I was able to really talk to people and everything and ask them about their experiences because, we don't really know. And so, everybody was talking about, how they got a chance to connect, how they were, this was something that helped them get out the house. and their friends was there. They had people that brought their friends. Like I saw a group of girls that was like, say about 8 people deep. And only 2 of the girls out of the 8 were going to go into the speeding event, but the other 5 was there. The other 6 was there just cheering them on and got to, really be there for them and support them. The guys were there. Some guys came in groups of 3 at the most. And, there was some guys that were there, talking to other lady groups. And so it was some major connections that was happening, not just in the actual speed dating event. Like once they left out of the room, people were gathering outside of it, still talking, still engaging. Because I always thought you go to the speed dating event and once it's over, it's over. You know
and
what I
that's
mean?
not true.
But that's not true.
Because I've been to speed dating events that were not this one that was super big. And that's not true. That usually the conversations continue afterwards because usually it's tied to some place that has drinks and stuff. Yeah. So most people hang around and, the people that they want to keep connecting with, they stay by and,
Right, they did. They stayed, man. They had to kick us up out of there. We was turning up. Everybody had to kick us up. Man, people get so mad. Security was trying to haul us out. They was saying the lights. The security was riding through with the little cars, please, but people were having so much fun engaging with each other. Like everybody just started texting each other, getting numbers like, yo, where we going to meet up at? Where's the next spot? We're going to BG's, 54th Street. Like, where we going? We're going to go downtown. Like, we was going to turn the city out. Like, it was wild, man. Nobody wanted to leave. So, I mean, I'm telling you, man, even if you don't have success as you would look at it at the speed dating event, like just show up and hang around. If you get turned down by a few, don't worry about it. Hang around. People were having so much fun. We sat up there for hours, just hours. I think I got there about like 6:30. Man, I ain't leave up out. I ain't think I got home till like 1 a.m. It was
gosh.
Yeah. It was wild. 1 a.m, just talking to different people, having their experiences. They sharing their experiences. We taking selfies. I was taking selfies with a lot of people. It was wild. I was handing out. Yeah, I was handing out kisses, candy. We had a spin wheel game going. So I spin the wheel, and then I'd be like, whatever they pick, we was giving out free speed dating events. So we was giving out free tickets to that, 30% off extra tickets. We was giving out a whole bunch of stuff. And then we had a certain section for us where we would ask somebody what's their most pet peeve on a dating game or what's their most pet peeve of going on dates. And some people was just saying things like no communication. If no communication, if they're rude to the waiter, that was a high one.
Oh, that's always very telling of a person, in my opinion. If they're rude to the waiter, then I can only imagine how that would translate over to me, and not even just me, to people that they care about, people they love, or maybe even their parents, their siblings. It's like, if you can be easily that rude to, a stranger, it's like, who's to say they won't do that to me?
Off the bat. And then they was like, if they couldn't pay attention, what I'm saying, that was going to be a pet peeve. Or another major one was if they was like looking at their phone too much.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a big problem with the younger generation.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people who are in their 30s, mid-30s, tell me that they go on dates with younger people, probably in their very early 20s.
Yep.
And they talk about how they're in this generation of, they're known as like, oh, I'm an iPad kid, or I'm an iPad generation, where I grew up with a tablet or some kind of device, so I always have to have it or be on it. So this person, long story short, invited this person over to their place, cooked them a meal. Okay, so
they're doing the most right now.
So they cooked them a meal.
Yeah.
And then this person had their iPad with them, so that's already like kind of red flag number one. It's like, why do you have to bring your iPad to
we're cooking, right? Like, it's already set up for you.
So she has the iPad, and then somewhere during the line, he's just talking to her, like trying to, just talk conversation,
Yeah.
And then she's just like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, before we continue, I need to bring out my iPad and just have something playing in the background, because that's just my generation. I just grew up with, like, I'm just that iPad generation where I just have to have it, and I have to have something playing in the background. And I was like, wow, that is so shocking. I was like, if a guy did that to me, I'd just be like, hello, goodbye. I'd be like, that's the end of that. I'll find someone who's not in the iPad gen.
It's an awkward little threesome going on. You, your phone, and the person. It's just an awkward thing going on, man.
That is super awkward. I just wanted to remind you guys that we do have a dating event coming up. This time it's where the ladies rotate, okay, and not the men, because most of the time men will be the ones rotating the tables and ladies sit still. Now it's going to be reversed, okay? So the men will get to stay still in their seats and the ladies will rotate, okay? So that's going to be February 16th at 7 p.m. You can scan that QR code at the top. So that way you can go and purchase your tickets, okay? So this age group is going to be in between the 20s and the 30s. And we're going to have it at Friday, February 16th from 7 to 9. So be there if you can. I'm sure it's going to be so much fun. All right, ladies, if you're watching, this is for you right here. You're probably like, what is it?
Now baby, tell me that you want deeper, 'cause I don't ever wanna come back. Put you in a coma, yes. See, I know that your body's been dry, so
So, ladies, that was just for you. And Tony is like, oh my God, what I just watched. So, if you don't know who that was, that is famous R&B singer Jacquees. He was at the Aztec Center here in San Antonio not that long ago.
Yeah.
So check him out if you are into R&B music. I was like, he just released an album not that long ago. So he's still very relevant, very new, okay?
Very new.
So I was like, he might not be Usher level, but he's still entertaining, to say the least. So maybe Tony's like, maybe not for me, not for me. I promise there was much less sexual songs during the show. But
it's cool. It's all in love. All in love. Ain't no, I hating that. All in love.
But yeah, I was like, should I play it again?
Man, look, man. Yeah, we had enough Jacquees. I got no dog in the fight. It's all good.
Okay. I was like,
love
don't look at me like that. I love Jacquees, so I will never say anything bad about him. So I hope you don't.
No.
Even on this live podcast.
No dog in the fight, man.
You can tell me after.
We need more love songs, man. Everything's so quick to the hit, so I'm all right with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we need some more love songs instead of these guys out here hugging up on people's wives and stuff on stage and stuff.
Oh my gosh, there were so many memes about that where they were talking about. Some of them were like, when Usher doesn't know what to do with his hands, because at first, before he even did that hug, he was just like, he was kind of like minding his own business. His hands were just kind of everywhere.
I should be wanting to go back into. He be wanting to go back into his little '90s phase where he starts doing those weird, isolated robot moves. So he don't know what to do. So Alicia, like, she always sit behind the piano, so she's not the dancer. So she just sings behind the piano. So everybody stepped out their element. She stood up, and I was like, okay.
I know when she stood up, I actually didn't think she was gonna stand up. I thought she was just gonna, like you said, she was just gonna stay on the piano, and when she finished the song, that was gonna be it.
That was gonna be it.
Then of course had to bring out the My Boo song, because then we knew that they would,
Yeah, so yeah, they knew.
I mean, why else was she there?
Right. So how you not gonna have them two there and not bring it up? But at the time, I'm not sure. I gotta do my Google research. I don't recall her being in a relationship when the My Boo song came out. So, like, it was a different thing, right? You saw two different screens on that video last time I remember. You saw two different screens on them. They really weren't interacting in a screen together. Years later, in a Super Bowl, he gets a hug from behind. So I'm like, well, look at that, a remix. But the husband said he don't feel no way about it. We all looked at the wrong thing. We should have noticed that grand, nice red dress that filled the stadium, which it did. I thought that piano filled up more of that stadium than her dress did. But, I mean, that piano was epic. That was wild. Like a phantom piano filled that stage. But then, like I said, she stood up, and I was like, okay. Is she about to bust some moves? Is she about to do some air robot with Usher? And next thing you know, Usher gets a little, like I said, get a little confused. And next thing you know, he's...
I know. I like how he just had to seal the deal at the end. He was like, ooh, I'm watching my space. And then he was like, actually, and we finished.
You know what I'm saying? No, we didn't. And I'm just like, and like for 10 seconds, it was like I was her boyfriend. Like, I stood up for a second, like, hey, bro, you kind of.
And you knew she had to go with it,
Yeah, she had to go with it.
Because she was like,
Right, so far I haven't seen a comment from her. Y'all dropped it. I don't know. See, if y'all seen a comment from her from Alicia Keys about that. Nobody said nothing. I don't think Usher said nothing. Only Swiss said something. Swiss was like, "Yo, y'all looking at the wrong thing. It was an epic performance." So I'm like, "Cool, I'm with you on that." It's just in the moment, I was like, "Yo, bro, you a little too close right now. Your hands is on a married woman, and her kids were there." I'm like, yo, man, somebody's hanging up on my mom's. Like, I just kind of, my head went to the side. I was just, I don't know. So, but he said it was cool. So, I'm gonna look the other way like he did.
I was like, if he said it was fine, then I guess we should just leave it alone. All right, if you've tuned in this long, we want to tell you, here we go. Here it
Promo
is.
code.
Surprise number 2's here. So, this time it's for 3 half-off tickets. Okay, so this is still a good deal.
That's big. That's bigger than what we did at the event, y'all.
This is still a good deal. So first it was free, but we already gave those all away.
Oh
my
gave
gosh.
Our frees, yes.
So, but now we have the half-off ones. Okay, so you can still get half off any event in February or March, with the exception of the escape room. Same rules apply here, so act fast because this is only available for 3 people who use it. Okay, so same thing. Promo ends February 16th. Okay, so don't rest on it. Someone else might take this before you. Okay, so if you're looking at this now and you're watching it live, please scan that QR code at the top so you can get 50% off your tickets. So you can get them now and be one of those first.
Come on, jump on that. Jump on that.
Who get it? Okay. So once again, this promo code is Cupid50, so you get half off. And I'm leaving it on there so you guys can see it, so you guys know what the promo code is. Okay. This one is for half off. You can scan that QR code at the very, very top. Okay. So we're almost at the end of our stream. But Tony and I always appreciate you guys hopping on, joining in, and watching us, especially on this day of all days, on Valentine's Day. And whether you're watching live or you plan to watch it later, we hope that you guys were entertained and we made you laugh at some point.
We getting the comments? We getting the comments? Any ones? I'll answer them. It's cool.
Let me see. I want someone to tell me in the comments. So I put there, do we have any date night recs? And then I want people, maybe people don't want to say this. I promise no one's going to know except us. I just want to take a poll if you're watching. Are you single or in a relationship? So don't be shy. We like to interact with your comments.
Yeah, we'll interact with y'all, man.
We're doing the live, we appreciate when you guys interact with us. We want to see it, and then we want to respond back as quickly as we can. So if you're watching and you would like to say something in the chat or give us a comment, tell us something funny, tell us a joke, let us know, and then we will read it and we will share it and we will interact with you because we want to see it. Alrighty, so like I said, I want to know if anyone's single or in a relationship, any date night recs, or like I said, you can just tell us anything. We want to hear it so that way we can interact.
Yeah, tell me how your V-Days went, man. Put them in the chat.
Yeah, if anyone's already finished with their V-Days,
man,
you guys can tell us right now how it went,
yeah,
good or bad.
Good or bad, man.
But I don't know if you're watching if that meant it went good. Because you're like, maybe the date needs to end now, and I'm just gonna go home and I'm gonna watch this podcast make me feel better.
Yeah, do that. Because we're here for you, okay? We're here for that.
Exactly. We support all of you, whether you're in a relationship or single. We're all about connecting people every day. That's literally what we're all about.
All we're all about, man. Making those connections.
That's why we're always so generous when it comes to when you watch the podcast. We always have promo codes that are available. And this time we were extra generous. We had ones that were for free tickets, and now we had some that were for half off. Sometimes we've been a little bit selective, like only for the men or only for the women. But this time we had free ones and we had half off ones.
Come on, man. You can't miss those. So keep joining up. We always giving something away. I'm telling you, these speed dates are hilarious. They are everything, man. They'll electrify. You can definitely meet up with somebody, man. Like I said, the last time I was at the speed dating event, man, we was out there for hours after it was all over, man. So it's great fun. Get a chance to meet up with people, make new friends. Get to, get some new connections going. It's everything, man. It's not a loss. It's not a waste of time, man. You meeting a new person.
Exactly. So just a reminder that the next dating event, okay, is where the ladies are going to rotate, so the men are going to stay still, okay? And that's February 16th at 7 p.m. And just remember to scan that QR code at the top. Okay, so it's going to take you to our Eventbrite page so that way you can see all our other events that are also happening. And just a reminder, also, if you're in the Austin area, we do have events that are hosted out there. So you can also look back at that as well. We just wanted to remind you guys really quick. Thank you guys for tuning in on your V-Day. So we have different types of donation tiers. Okay, so basically as you work your way through larger amounts, you get everything from the bottom up to the top, right? So
That's it.
So we have, if you were up to donate to our Venmo up to $50, you can get a personal thank you video from me and maybe Tony if he's around. Okay.
Ooh,
and
yes,
then the
I
tiers
will.
differentiate from there. So you can scan the QR code at the top for our Venmo. Okay. So one more time, I'm going to show you that second promo code. Okay, where you can scan the QR code at the top. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you're in luck because look, we have the promo code up at the top. This one is for half off your tickets. This one's promo code Cupid50. Okay, that is for our last promo code of the night. Alrighty, so this has been a very fun Valentine's Day podcast. Our first one ever on Valentine's Day.
First one.
It just happened to line up on the Wednesday. We want to thank you guys so much for hanging out and joining us. We had a good time.
Yes.
We even dressed up. We decorated it a little bit just
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
we put a little something in there. I have my little puppy nose ones right here, but they all fell
we
back.
have to show you here. This chocolate's here and it says Happy Valentine's.
And everybody
From us, Happy Valentine's Day.
And everybody likes the puppies and stuff like that.
The puppy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I wear this like a little hat. I put this little thing on it. It's like a Lego hat. Super dope. And then I try to make like
his hat?
I try to put like a Lego heart on it in different colors and stuff like that. Cause I work with people that have autism and special needs and stuff like that. I love giving back and giving time into those type of things. So I do that stuff. So I put it in the logo with the autism and then did the little heart thing out of it. So I'll try to put something there in my little Lego hat.
That's cool. I actually hadn't seen that before.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining in our podcast. We had such a good time with you. We hope that the rest of your Valentine's Day goes really well if you had anything planned, or maybe you actually have stuff planned on not Valentine's Day, which is probably a little bit more smart because, today is going to be really, really crazy. Everywhere, any dinner place out there, it's going to be crazy. I already know.
And good luck to all the side guys, because I already know that February the 15th is your day. So it's all right. All the side.
So your day's tomorrow.
So if you're the side person, you're the side chick, the side guy, it's okay. Tomorrow's coming and you take those refurbished and half price Valentine's gifts and you take them to that person. You treat them right.
Also, reminder, we have to throw this in there. We have to before we end the stream.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
If you didn't get anything for Valentine's Day, just a reminder that tomorrow, all those goodies are going to be at least half off.
Half off.
So make sure you go
definitely
snatch
give
him
me some
quick,
chocolate.
because there's been times where I go the next day and it's maybe, I don't know, lunchtime, and it's already like half gone. It's like taken out. I'm sure a lot of people drained the shelves tonight.
Oh yeah, they're about to.
If you want some discounts, like the way we were offering, wait for tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow.
And go as early as you can to get the best stuff that's available.
Oh yeah, everything's gonna be there. All them chocolates and stuff like that. It's all right. And then for some of you gym bros and other gym ladies out here, y'all get your butts back in that gym and you work that chocolate off. You hear me? I don't want to see you in there. You better be in there.
There you go. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We had so much fun.
Yes.
We will see you next time, okay? Be on the lookout for our next stream coming out at the end of the month. You never know what we're going to give away or what kind of promo codes will we have. So